Hi, Dr. Gary Richter here, and I want to take a moment today to go over how to do a physical exam on your kitty at home. And this is really important because you have to remember that your pets are not going to tell you when they're not feeling great. In fact, animals in the wild, if they're sick or injured, are targets for predators. So instinctually, these guys want to hide their illnesses from us, which can make it really difficult to diagnose things early. And a lot of times by the time they look sick, they've been sick for a while. So if you get to know what's normal for your pet, then you can start to realize when things are a little bit out of the ordinary, and you know when to get in touch with your veterinarian. So this is Barley, and he's going to be our beautiful spokesmodel for the day. So when I do a physical exam, I always do it in the same order, so that way I don't forget anything. And generally speaking, I kind of start from the front and work my way to the back. So I'm going to have a look at Barley's face. I'm going to look at his eyes, make sure they're nice and clear and shiny and his pupils are symmetrical. I'm going to look at his ears, make sure that they're clean and there's no discharge. You can always have a little sniff. Ear infections have a particular smell, so you'll get to realize that. I'm also going to look at his mouth. I'm going to lift up his lip and look at his teeth here, not only to see what his teeth look like, to see if he's got any tartar or gingivitis, but I'm also looking at his gum color. You see how Barley's gum color is nice and pink? That is a sign of a healthy kitty. If you happen to notice that your cat's gums either look excessively red or they look kind of pale, that is something that you want to call your veterinarian about and have them have a look at it. So moving on from there, generally speaking, as I work my way down the body, I'm just having a feel just for lumps and bumps and swellings, and just kind of gently pressing around to see if there's anything that seems uncomfortable. Some cats aren't really super thrilled with having their feet played with, so if your kitty kind of flinches back when you touch their feet, that's not necessarily an indication of pain. It just may mean that they're a little weird about their feet. So I'm just going to kind of move my way back, just passing my hands along his body, underneath his chest, just to see if I can feel any lumps, bumps, any injuries, any swellings, anything that feels abnormal. Same thing with his back legs. I'm going to just kind of start at the top, work my way down. I'm going to feel, on the inner surface. I'm going to feel his tail. I'm going to have a look underneath his tail and make sure everything looks okay there, no swellings or anything. And if he'll let me, I'm going to look at his belly too. Look how cute your belly is, Barley. So again, I'm looking for any skin irritations, any scabs, anything that looks abnormal. So, once you get accustomed to what's normal for your pet, then you're going to understand when things are a little outside of what's normal. And that's the time to call your veterinarian, because that may be the earliest sign of a problem. Similarly, always remember that dogs and cats are creatures of habit and pattern. They tend to eat at the same time every day. They tend to kind of hang out in the same places over the course of the day. And anything that seems like it's out of your pet's normal routine and there's not really an explanation as to why that is, that's something that you should keep an eye on. Because again, sometimes, when they break routine, that can be an indication that they're not feeling well or something's wrong. So that is also something to keep an eye on. And if you ever have any questions, just pick up the phone and call your veterinarian and see if it's something that they feel like is concerning. So that's really kind of a stem to stern physical exam for Barley and your kitty at home. I would encourage everybody to do this maybe every couple of weeks, once a month, at some regular interval, so that you can pick up on anything in the earliest possible stages. So go home, love your kitty, give him a squeeze, and enjoy.